Why you should date multiple men at the same time, part 1. In this video, I'm going to share 3 things that will help you understand why I highly recommend and push almost the idea of dating multiple men at the same time. My name is Barbara Santon, and I help successful single women attract long-lasting love. Why should you date multiple men at the same time? Well, the first reason would be that you get comfortable in front of men. You get comfortable dating. This is in and of itself a feat, right? Because a lot of you are really scared of dating. You are maybe even scared of men. You are, intimidated by dating. You don't feel as good as maybe you have in the past. And this is just a really good way to get in front of men and really realize that they are just normal human beings and you are, you have nothing to be intimidated about. The second reason is you stop objectifying or projecting your fantasies onto these men. What do I mean by that? Well, what we do is when we meet a man or when we see a man on a dating app, we're like, oh my God, he looks like this amazing person, and we fantasize about how amazing they are. Now, they are probably very amazing, but very often once we meet someone, they fall off the pedestal and you project your fears and fantasies onto them. So it goes both ways. You might say, oh, this man looks like this type of person. He's probably going to be a cheater, which doesn't necessarily mean it's true. The opposite is true as well. We often project onto these men, oh my God, he's going to be an amazing father. Maybe that's not even true. Or, I hope to marry him because he's so hot, or because of some fantasy that you have in your head about how this should be your husband to be. And you don't even know the man. So the more people you date, the more you realize that we all have our faults and our warts, and we also all have our amazing, beautiful sides. Even men have this, and it doesn't mean that you will end up with this man. It just means that it's going to expand your world into realizing that men, just like us, are just looking for a lovely life and an amazing relationship, and they're not out to get us, and they're also not perfect, right? It really dispels all of the fantasies that we end up projecting onto a man. If you like this video so far, hit the thumbs up and definitely subscribe to my channel because I come out with 2 videos every week all about relationships and dating. All right, number 3, and there are about 15 reasons why I recommend abundance dating. So stay tuned for part 2 and part 3 of why you should be abundance dating or why you should be dating multiple men. But for this video, the third reason you should be dating multiple men, I kind of already alluded to it in the other 2, but it helps you really see men as humans. We get irritated when men just see us as sex objects, or they only look us up and down if our body is good enough, but we do the same thing. Right? We look a man up and down, even just in his dating profile, to see if he's good enough for us. Well, what if you just met him? What if you just created a connection with another human being to practice for yourself how to show up in a more feminine way, how to show up in a more open way, instead of fixating on them and projecting onto them everything that you want in a man and aren't getting, right? Create the opportunity for the man to show that he's just another human being who has needs and he means well. He's not out to get you. And when you start breaking down your guard and going on dates with that attitude and with that openness, even the ones that may show some signs that they are out to use you, you won't even care because you are trusting yourself, you're trusting the world, and you are really seeing these men for the human beings that they are. All right, I will see you in part 2 of why you should be dating multiple men. Bye for now.